Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Nothing great was ever accomplished without inspiration. See that during these crucial first 30 days, your own inspiration is kept at a peak. And above all, don't worry. Worry brings fear, and fear is crippling. The only thing that can cause you to worry during your test is trying to do it all yourself. Know that all you have to do is hold your goal before you. Everything else will take care of itself. Remember also to keep calm and cheerful. Don't let petty things annoy you and get you off course. Now, since making this test is difficult, some will say, why should I bother? Well, look at the alternative. No one wants to be a failure. No one really wants to be a mediocre individual. No one wants a life constantly filled with worry and fear and frustration. Therefore, remember that you must reap that which you sow. If you sow negative thoughts, your life will be filled with negative things. If you sow positive thoughts, your life will be cheerful, successful, and positive. Now, gradually, you will have a tendency to forget what you've heard on this recording. Play it often. Keep reminding yourself of what you must do to form this new habit. Gather your whole family around at regular intervals and listen to what's been said here. You know, most men will tell you that they want to make money without understanding the law. The only people who make money work in a mint. The rest of us must earn money. This is what causes those who keep looking for something for nothing or a free ride to fail in life. The only way to earn money is by providing people with services or products which are needed and useful. We exchange our time and our product or service for the other man's money. Therefore, the law is that our financial return will be in direct proportion to our service. Now, success is not the result of making money. Making money is the result of success, and success is in direct proportion to our service. Most people have this law backwards. They believe that you're successful if you earn a lot of money. The truth is that you can only earn money after you're successful. It's like the story of the man who sat in front of the stove and said to it, give me heat, and then I'll add the wood. How many men and women do you know, or do you suppose there are today, who take the same attitude toward life? There are millions. We've got to put the fuel in before we can expect heat. Likewise, we've got to be of service first before we can expect money. Don't concern yourself with the money. Be of service, build, work, dream, create. Do this, and you'll find there's no limit to the prosperity and abundance that will come to you. Prosperity, you know, is founded upon a law of mutual exchange. Any person who contributes to prosperity must prosper in turn himself. Sometimes the return will not come from those you serve, but it must come to you from someplace, because that's the law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. As you go daily through your 30-day test period, remember that your success will always be measured by the quality and quantity of service you render, and money is a yardstick for measuring this service. No man can get rich himself unless he enriches others. Now, there are no exceptions to a law. You can drive down any street in America and from your car estimate the service that's being rendered by the people living on that street. Had you ever thought of this yardstick before? It's interesting. Some, like ministers and priests and other devoted people, measure their returns in the realm of the spiritual, but again, their returns are equal to their service. Once this law is fully understood, any thinking person can tell his own fortune. If he wants more, he must be of more service to those from whom he receives his return. If he wants less, he has only to reduce his service. This is the price you must pay for what you want.
Try to stabilize long. And I'll say it, and it'll probably just land on deaf ears. So, let's actually walk through something that's really uncomfortable, and it's going to tie in. So one of my fixations is, how do you stabilize borrowing so that borrowing equals what our economic growth is? I'm going to show you some charts here later, and this is for the people that actually care about economics. Here's the growth of the country, and here's the debt of the country. If you could ever bring the GDP growth and the debt in line, you've created stability. But we have some crazy headwinds. There's also some crazy opportunities happening on us. There are good things happening out there. Will Congress be the barrier or the adoption of them? Because right now we are the problem, because we're scared of our own shadows. So if I came to you right now and said, let's come up with a way to stabilize Social Security, let's stabilize Medicare, it's moral. It's our moral obligation. We made a social contract in this society. Okay? We got a problem. And it's all something almost no one here ever talks about. We're not having children. United States fertility rates have collapsed. This number's wrong. It's our latest number for last year is not 1.64, it's 1.63. France has a higher fertility rate than the United States. Even when you adjust for their immigration population, they still have a dramatically higher fertility. Most of Western Europe looks like us, and we're worse than a whole bunch of the world. How do you and I set public policy so 25 years from now? Remember, Social Security is substantially a pay-as-you-go system. Today's workers are functionally paying for today's retirees. The trust fund was the shock absorber. Trust fund is disappearing. But my future generation of workers is going to be smaller. And you're already seeing this in school districts all over America, where the number of students they have are shrinking. Are we willing to have the really interesting discussion of, okay, are there things we could do economically to make it so family formation, so there's more children? There's things we could do to help, but almost every country it's tried has not been able to change fertility rates. I think in Hungary, I think I saw something that, you know, third child, they buy you a house, fourth child, you get some sort of like prize, and it's barely ticked up their fertility rates. It's a really difficult question happening all over the industrialized world. So if you can't really change it, do you actually build public policy to deal with it? Do you accept the fact that we're going to have a lot more automation? It means capital investment. Are we going to have to find ways to safely adopt artificial intelligence into society so the labor force is maximized in its value and what they earn and productivity? Those are policies we need to work on. You've seen the intellectual capital of the conversations we have on the floor here. How many of them are ready to actually have the reality of, hey, we need to set policy? Is this Republican or Democrat? It's demographics. It's life. And I'm going to bounce through the next two boards because there's a punchline here we need to absorb. This is a little uncomfortable, but this was deaths that are projected to exceed births. And the new math in 15 years, you got to understand what a big deal this is. I came behind this microphone a couple years ago, and I got some real crap that was sent to my office. And I think at that time I was saying, hey, in 21, 22 years, we're going to have more deaths than births in this country. And then it became 18 years. And then it became 17 years. The new math now is 15 years. In 15 years, the United States will have more deaths than births. The blip you see here is the pandemic. But if you actually look at the line, you can sort of understand, and here's our crossing. Somewhere before, a little before 2040, which is 15 years, we have more deaths than births. Now try to stabilize long-term benefits. There's ways to do it. This Congress right now is mathematically incapable of owning a calculator. But there's ways to do it. Well, we can't even put together a debt and deficit commission to have an honest conversation of what's happening in our society demographically, borrowing-wise, interest rate-wise, because maybe it'll affect the next election. Does anyone actually care about their own pensions, let alone their kids and their grandkids? Because we lie. There's not magic money out there. This inflation cycle didn't prove. Those that believed in modern monetary policy, ta-da, you got 30 months, 36 months of high inflation. If that isn't the ultimate proof that the magic money theory didn't work. And here's the punchline. Social Security actuaries is the green line. They actually had fertility rates going up. These were our baselines. The baselines are also already have continued to show that they're wrong. Be prepared over the next year to see dramatically different numbers coming at us on what our future looks like when financing this society, because our next generation is going to be smaller.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to be here. We are in our 41st or 41 day of the 40-day fast. Yesterday was the official days of the fast. And we are going to move until tomorrow for 42, and then we'll take a hiatus, and then we'll come back. Okay. Thank you, brother DJ. Thank you for all the family for being here, the moderators, the people that are watching, the one that are listening. You just listen. We're not making this up. This is not something that I pay him to do or I did with AI and things like that. And so that's what it is. They do not have any more babies. And that guy literally, just like the good old Doc over there in UK, this gentleman literally tell you we are not having babies. Again, when they are worried about there are no more babies, they're worrying about pension and social security. That means it's affecting them. That means it's affecting them really bad. They are behind Europe. They are in worse place than Europe. When they say they can't have babies, they literally mean 83, the so-called white folks can't have children. That's why they brought around 20 million migrants here. That's why they are bringing him here, because they can't have children. And they are expecting those migrants to, one, replace us, two, get rid of us, destroy us, come in our hood, and then perform the dirty works. That's what they are expecting, but it completely backfired. Those guys are in those rich neighborhoods doing stuff to those people. There are lots going on that those folks are not telling, and this dude come out there, it literally said, hey, we do not have any more money, we do not have any more people, we are out. Again, like I said, when he say we, he's not talking about generally all of us. He's talking about 83 specifically. When it's a problem that affecting us, they won't even bring it like this. They will keep it very quiet. They won't say anything about it. This conversation cannot be behind doors anymore. That's why they'll bring it to the forefront and let the others know, hey, we can have children. And don't listen to those people saying, well, the reason why there is no more children, it's because everything is expensive. Everything, the cost of living is high. No, welcome to our world. It was always high. It was always difficult, yet we still have children. The main point, the blessing is over. You folks were under a blessing. The priesthood of Maha never told you this. The reason why everything you were doing in your life, your country, your people were working, because you had a blessing upon you. Everything that we were doing was it didn't work because we had the curse upon us. Now things are flipping. Welcome to our side. That's why you're feeling life is unfair. That's why your children don't want to go to work. That's why a lot of you do not want to work, because when you look at the future, there's nothing there. How are you going to retire? Things are not getting better at all. From 2020 till now, 4 years later, it's not getting better. You did not hear this conversation in 2020. Now you're hearing it, and people are telling you, well, by 2030, Agenda 2030, Agenda 2021, Agenda this, Agenda that. You people were at the forefront of this movement of depopulation. You are at the forefront of this movement of Planned Parenthood. You are at the forefront of this movement. You sterilize our people, take our women, cut them off. You are at the forefront pushing that cowboyism in our community. You infected us with all sort of disease, and I hope to get rid of us. Now it backfire on you. And one thing that guy already told you, you passed the point of no return. You, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, all over Europe, China. I don't know. I don't talk about China anymore because what the hell you want me to say about China? There is so much information out there. China Observer and all the others can give you on China. The moment you whack most of the women, you got too many dudes over there. It's not working. It's not working. That's why others can't grow. That's why the camps can't grow, because they have to. The men, the proportion men and women is out of whack. You cannot have, anytime you are building a community or society or civilization, you cannot have more men than women. It doesn't work like that. For every one man, they need to have at least minimum 3 women. That's the minimum. That's the minimum you should have. But they have the complete opposite. Every woman over there, there's 3 men. A woman can get pregnant once a year. It can give multiple babies, can have twins, triplets, quadruplets, tenplets, whatever you want to call it, but he can do this once a year. A man is able to bring pregnancy or impregnated 10 women in one day, 20 women in one day, 100 women in one day. If you take this man sperm, you separate the semen, and then you artificially inseminated 1,000 women, you can do this. You knock down all the women, you done. Over here in the so-called the West, you perverted the women. That was your attempt of destroying our women. You turn our women against us. You bring this backwarded feminism in the midst of our people. You destroy our family. Now it came back on you. This is what we've been dealing with. This is what our people been dealing with. And every time we told you, you told us to pull ourselves by the bootstraps. You told us stop complaining. You people always complaining. Things are equal now. You got the civil rights. You can do this, you can do that. LeBron James is a billionaire. Why can't you? Michael Jordan have sneakers and basketball. Why can't you? Oprah Winfrey is a billionaire. Why are you black women complaining? Now, Elon Musk is a billionaire, probably a trillionaire. Jeff Bezos is a trillionaire. All of you whiny ass out there, stop complaining. Go out there and be a billionaire too. Go out there and be a billionaire too. Well, I can pay my rent, I can pay my bills, I can do Social Security. Well, there are billionaire opportunities out there. Go out there and be one too. Why can't you build a Microsoft-like company? Why can't you build electric cars and start selling them like Elon Musk? I mean, you smart. You white as he is. What seems to be so different between him and you? What does he have that you don't? This is what it is, man. And you people, of course, you guys know, most of you knew you were living under the blessing, okay? But you thought, because of your church, because of your priesthood of Muhammad, you thought this blessing was going to last forever. It didn't. It can't. You know why? Simple reason. Because you're not us. That's why it didn't last and won't last forever. Beloved, let's send a very small prayer since we done with the fast yesterday. Let's say a very short prayer, and then we will go ahead and move on with some of the agenda until tomorrow. All right, beloved, please join me together in this small prayer. And then after that, we'll play a message by our beloved brother Nate and some of our brethren. Okay? All right. Yes, great glory to the mighty one. Praises to the Most High. Heavenly Father, thank you for the 40-day fast that we had fulfilled. Thank you for showing us the truth. Yes, we see the so-called Gentiles is panicking. They don't know exactly what to do. A lot of them, they do know what's going on. They know the time is up. They know there is nothing there. There's nothing they can do that will either stop this or slow this down or alleviate the pain. We know for a fact judgment is indeed in the midst, and we thank you so much for what you've been doing for the nation. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for destroying him. Heavenly Father, as we completed the fast and we are moving to into America, of course, X marked the spot. And a lot of people think, well, there will be nothing but destruction only here. No, destruction did not happen to us only here. It happened all over, all around the world. But so-called the priest of Mahan was at the head of this. We thank the Holy One for everything is done and the one that he will continue be doing. Father, may your will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. To the Holy Spirit, thank you for protecting us, sheltering us, and show us the truth and uncover the lies. Selah, so be it. To all the angels, thank you for protecting us. Thank you for showing us all the signs, whether it's on the news and our lives, whether it's on the books and the movies and the medias and the music, songs, and talking interaction with others, with ourselves, meditation. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for protecting us. Selah, may the will of the Holy One be done in this earth as it is in heaven. By the beautiful power of the mighty one vested in me, I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining unto us. Again, you can eat and do whatever that you please. It won't matter. The fast is done. All right, let me just hydrate the holy temple with the Holy Spirit. Yes, yes, beloved. Again, let's listen to our brother James has a testimony here. Let me play. Oh, let me get on with the program. Then we will go ahead and moving on. All right, beloved. This morning at 12:55 p.m. Well, that's like almost 15 minutes ago. My blood pressure was 115/82, pulse 75. Yesterday was 124. Of course, the day before that, Sunday, I went to this place and ate that food, and it's kind of like spiking me a little. But today I'm 115/82, pulse 75, and I took approximately 5,902 steps for today so far. And I think later on I'm going to do whatever that I can do. All right, I think I'm good. Okay, beloved, it's been 40 days, okay? All right, 40 days, more than 40 days I've been taking the blood pressure from 157 to 115. This is good. That's how you regulate this thing. Keep an eye on it. Make sure what's good for you and what's not good. Now you can spend like 6 months of eating what's good for you and you don't check it. And then at the end you check it again to see. That's how you do it. Now I know for a fact ranch is not good for me. I love the ranch sauce, but it's not good for me. Okay, it's not good for me. And let me see what's not good for me. Is the sugar definitely is not good for me. All right, let's see what the nation have here. Where is my? Uh-oh. Why this thing is all the way up over there? Anyway, let's see what do we have for the people that been checking the blood pressure. Let me see if I miss anybody or anybody over there. Yeah, special child 134/74, pulse 61. Sister Debbie 104/76, pulse 53, 8,800 steps. The sister's good for the day. That's good. Started Jones 133/78, pulse 83. Whoops. Sister Lily 113/72, pulse 76, 3,132 steps. Way too cold today, sister. Good. Beloved, if it's cold, stay inside. All right. Thank you, Sister Char J. And the nation is a greater blessing unto me also. Brother Peter 139/97, pulse 90. 3,362 step. Keep it moving. Sister Renana, 121/82, pulse 68, 535 steps. Keep on going. Sister Abby, 109/66, pulse 83, 3,611 steps. That's good. Sister's good for the minimum today. Are we eating today or doing an extra day for the leap here? Yeah, we're doing extra day. You can do whatever you please. If you did begin on the 31st, the contract is done. The covenant is done. 40 days done. The orders is just symbolically. You can do whatever you please for today. It's done. Let me see. Best is 99/74, pulse 75, 1,150 steps so far. Annie is 126/66, pulse 87. That's good. Chosen one indeed is 103/78, pulse 76, 2,304 steps. They make the dressing with bad oil like soy and canola, which is mostly GMO. All they care about is cheap. I was not aware of that, Brother Peter, and it's really bad. The ranch is not good for me at all. It's not that much ranch. It's just like a little cup, a little sizable little cup thing you dip in there, but it spiked me like 150s. It's not good for me, at least for me. Mozell at 135/83, pulse 97, and Leah 132/77, and she begin. Excuse me. Sister Leah Yahuda began day one. Her blood pressure was 133/77, and day 40, her blood pressure is 107/68. No sugar. Give the mighty one great praise, great glory. Good job, beloved. Good job. Good job, beloved. Okay, that's great. That's great. See, this is what it is. Now, for 133 to 107, it could have easily go from 133 and then it add 30 and go to 160 or 260. Next thing you know, you have a stroke. Next thing you know, you had a heart attack. Next thing you know, you have some kind of mental crisis or whatever. Because you are so preoccupied with everything in life, you don't take care of your own self. That's what true self-love is. Taking care of yourself. Watch yourself. You did not spend 40 days worrying about the blood pressure of some damn celebrity. You did not worry about 40 days of the blood pressure of your enemy. You worry about yourself. You take care of yourself. That's the result. Now, if you can do this by monitoring your blood pressure for 40 days, the people that have diabetes, man, if you monitoring your diabetes or you cut certain things for like 40 to 100 days, this thing should be gone. Again, like I said, I do not do the diabetes things because I don't have it. It will be a huge hypocrisy for me to go out there and try to do this thing. It will depend on you that have it, gather the other brothers and sisters that have it, form a group together, get your things together, get rid of this stuff. It can get rid of. I'm working on the things that I have. Obesity, overweight, we're gonna go to one, the Guling fast, two, the Martinet diet. Okay. Thank you, beloved sister Leah Yahuda, for reporting this onto us. Thank you, beloved. Okay, that's good. All right. Drop the link to the audio of the house speaker, Sister Letitia. Let me see if I can get the link for the sister. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. I'm trying to. There you go. Oops. Here goes the link, beloved. Somebody go ahead. Whoops. Somebody go ahead and copy paste the link for the others to join. Okay. What do we have here? There we go. Yes. All right. The sister cut the sugar up. Okay. Okay. Brother Prime 118 over 55, Paul's 53, 10,000 step. Magnificent. That's good. All right. Last night, my sister Rosalind Williams. Last night, my blood pressure was 122 over 71, pulse 83, 11,819 steps. Yesterday, this morning, 156 over 93, pulse 75, 2,912 steps so far. Good job, sister. Keep it going. Late night bread is not good at all. The bread those people are making are terrible. It's not good. The bread is terrible, man. Everything those people are making are perverted. Oops. I believe Sister Milia, Daniel is a 115 over 74, Paul 76, step 600, 896 so far. That's good. Anthony, brother Anthony, 119 over 70, 21,000 step, of course, on a stationary bike. That's good. Uh, you have to make your own range dressing. I'm not quite sure how to do this, but if I have to do this, I got some almonds. I would have used almond milk or make the milk from the almond and make my own range sauce. I'm gonna try to do. If I was going to do it, I was going to eat I got the almond seed, the almond grain, and just grind it, make it into a milk, mix it with oil leaf, and put Haitian salt. That's how I would have done it, but I'm not quite sure how to do this thing. This thing is terrible, man. Uh, Sister Lisa Mary Housey, 6,000 steps, good, 115 over 75, Paul 73. Sister Mimsa, Paul 64, 3,941. Sister's good for the steps. All right, I think did I miss somebody? Did I miss someone? I guess I got everyone. I guess I got everyone. All right then. Oops. There you go. Brother DJ, 2,119 steps so far. Anybody else? We will move with brother. We'll move with testimonies and the house speaker. Yeah, one of those house speakers that are speaking. One of the house speakers that like to speak. Speaking speakers orating about their talk concerning their interactive of talking about no money in the pension, no money for social security, and definitely no children. That's why you see all the bad comment. He's a bad comment. Well, as a 34-year-old man, I would never bring a child in this world. As a 40-year-old or 20-year-old black man, I will let those are bats. What they are trying to do, they're trying to convince our people don't have children. Things are gonna get worse. That's how they all bring. Oh, as a black woman, as a woman, a young woman, I will never bring a child in this world because things are gonna get worse. That's how they get our people. Okay. All right, then I think we're good. You will hear he's gonna talking about the bats. He's gonna talking about the bats. Okay. They know because they are the one that do this. They were putting those bats to mess with us. It turned out this thing turned on them. Those artificial intelligence that they think they could have take us down, take them down. Anyway, let's move with brother. Let me see. Okay. All right. I'm answering some question and stuff. All right.
Hey, shalom, Big Brother Levi. This is Nathaniel Smith. I know my wife, Sister Denise, has been keeping you guys up to date, but I just wanted to thank you and the nation and the family personally for all the prayers and the well wishes. You know, everything went fine. You know, we got released today around noon or a little after, and back home by 5, and you know, relaxing at the house. I've been relaxing at the house. Uh, no problem. They got the problem corrected. And then the blood pressure that was at over 200 blood pressure when I went into the hospital, that evidently was because of the stress I was under. Because before then, the pressure was trending down with the green tea almond plant that you sent. Also, the blood, especially the blood cleanser, that seemed to really made it a lot lower. But I took my blood pressure tonight, and it was 136 over 74. So again, they didn't give me any blood pressure medicine in the hospital, you know. So they thought they knew that it would come down, I guess, after the procedure. But anyway, I'm doing fine. And I did take the cleanse a couple of years ago. I did take that cleanse. Don't know what happened, but we took it. If there's something else that you think I should take or do to make sure of things this time, let me know, because the problem is a swollen prostate. The other thing is, you know, we missed out on the Zoom meeting, so if there's anything you need to update us on, let us know, or if there's going to be another meeting. Just let us know what we need to do. You know, we certainly want to stay inside the loop. You know, do all that we signed up to do. Anyway, I just wanted to update you, and again, thank you guys so much. And well, shalom.
All right, that was brother Nate. He got out of the hospital, so everything is doing well for the beloved brother. Give the Most High great praise. The brother said, "Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for the nation that keep him up." He had an issue with the high blood pressure, and then he took some of the medicine. This thing go down, and he was having some blockage and complication. Now things are returning back to normal. Thank you for all of you that pray for him. and he got out of the hospital. Okay, so now we have a testimony from our brother Jeb. Dear brother, after several years of participating, 2024 was one of the best. I received spiritual enjoyment from the daily prayer, blood pressure, and heart rate reading and counting of walking steps. I thank you for your leadership, our nation, and first and foremost, our Creator, the Most High. Sincerely, Brother Jeb. All right, give the Holy One great praise, great glory for the one of for those of you that are, giving the blood pressure, the steps, the stats. You help the brother, you help a sister out there, you help the nation, you help our people. Okay, that's how we thank the whole the nation for sharing information with us. This video that we are going to play was shared with me will help somebody. It may not help you, it may not help me, but there will be a blessing that fell upon someone. You will give somebody a hope, you will give somebody enjoyment. Okay, the Esau's trouble, the testimony, all those things. Okay, all right, so good. Let me see. Sister Marva, total step is 108,000 steps so far. So the sister got 900,000 step to go to complete the 1 million step, and we got plenty of time to do this. Okay, and it's not over, beloved. Okay, we're still gonna keep going with the steps, counting your step until you reach the 1 million, and then you let the nation know we'll publish it. Times on time, we're gonna come and check on the steps. We're gonna check on the gross total step each month. I believe every month we're probably gonna give a live here on the total steps and the total blood pressure. Keep it the average and things like that, and things. Okay, all right. Okay, I think that's all for the testimony. Let me double check. Okay, all right. I guess that's all I have. Let me see the text messages. Oh, okay. Oh. Mm, check the email. Okay, I guess we're good. Let us proceed. Now, beloved, which one of you, let us be honest, which one of you had the ultra process, super process, mega process, refined white sugar? That sweet, malevolent sugar, that super beautiful laser sugar, that white processed sugar that we love, that cancerous sugar, the one that we have, the one that we cherish. Anybody have some of that cancer? Some of that edible crack? Some of that legal purchase crack? Is that what that is? Well, of course, that's what that is. But that's what that's. I had a lava mini cake. Oh man, the lava cake used to be my. Oh man, every time I went to this place, I used to order like three of them. I will eat one and then lie about like the other two is for the family. And before I reach home in the car, and then I'm done with them. Man, the lava cake, the chocolate lava cake was, man. And then that thing was an issue with me too, because after I take this and I destroy the toilet. So I don't eat lava cake anymore. This thing was terrible on my health. It gave me, it almost destroyed me. But I'm clean now. I've been clean for over 60 days when it comes to sugar. Yeah, I had dietary ice cream. I'm not quite sure what that is. You went for a second cake? You feel, wait a minute. You went up. Is that a whole cake or like a slice? Beloved, of course, we told you when the 40-day fast is over. Please, beloved, please don't go into town, man. Stay in the city. Stay in the city, man. Don't like, hey man, the 40 days is over. I don't care what Big Levi said. Hey man, I'm heading straight for the bakery, the local bakery. In that case, we mean the actual local bakery. You know, I'm taking a second mortgage on sweets. Please don't do this, beloved. Okay, keep this thing, all right. A mini size cupcake. All right, that's good. All right, mini size cupcake. Yeah, all right, that's good. Let me see. No processed white sugar, honey only, brown sugar. That's good. That's good. No sugar or wine during the fast, but I have my a glass of wine soon. Yes, make sure you pray over it and purify the wine, and then hey, great glory. I was diagnosed with cancer. I heard you mention something to fight against cancer. Hmm. I'm taking that you are new here. Beast Power Talk. Not quite sure. If you are new, please let me know so I can go over it just a little. Whoa, it's already 1:50. Oh man, that little is she asleep? I haven't hear her. I think she's doing something else. Log cabin syrup on French toast. Yes, I had to renew my menu planning. I'm surrounded by sugar big leaf. I need to go my own foot. Sister Gwendolyn. Yeah, it's true. It's just so much. And I'll tell you what I like about this. Let me see. Beast Power, I'm new. Okay, well, if you are new here, we have something called the Cancer Blaster. I believe a brother or sister can put the link in the description. If not, you may have to go to our Patreon. I believe it's go to our Patreon and go to well sign up with our Patreon. Go to collection, go to homework, and go s- take the Cancer Blaster. If not, send me an email and I will send you the PDF so you can walk it. You're gonna have to make it on your own. It's not easy though. It's not easy to find the ingredient. There's one key ingredient in there. It's not easy to find. However, do your best to get a version of it, and then keep going. Sister Caroline, she lost 110 pounds with this. We got other brothers that get rid of their, you know what, but it work again. It will work for the people that have cancers out there. We highly recommend this, and I highly recommend the grueling fast. Do the best that you can do, man, because well, your life is in jeopardy. So brother Devin put the link for the website. The Cancer Blaster is found in homework section here. That's the link on the website. You can go ahead and get it. All right, give me a second before we move in. All right, good. There we go. You're welcome, beloved sister. You're welcome. Okay. Okay. Now, concerning the sister that talk about the sugar surrounding her menu or her diet, I really like when I'm living under the dietary law. It really make me feel special. Feel special in a way. It make me feel like I am very limited when it comes to my diet. It make me feel like I'm not some kind of huge pig that go out there that eat anything and everything. If this thing is available to eat, it is as long as it's chewable, I can eat anything that I want. No, it make me feel when I go. places, I'm very categorized. There are certain things. It's not like, it's not pretentious. Oh man, I only eat this thing and that's it. This is my only diet. And a long one, it will damage you. If you choose to, for instance, you keep this lifestyle we are doing here for the rest of your life, zero sugar, it will damage you. You need the proper sugar in your body, and the fruit and the brown sugar. You'll need it. You do what we are doing here for a period of time. You do it for the 40 days, good. And you slowly reintroduce the sugar in your body with the fruit, the brown sugar, the natural one. You can cut off the white sugar forever. Once in a while, you might get it unknowingly. You eat something that they put it in there. But for you to stay, I'm going to stick with this thing forever and ever, you will damage yourself. It is. So, for instance, when I go out with the kids, or when we are hungry in the house and nobody want to cook or feel like to cook, it is extremely difficult for us to get food. For instance, we can't go to this place because, well, it's a barbecue pit. They just nothing but pork. We can't get to this place. We can get the morning breakfast because every single morning breakfast and every single fast food, every single place, they make sure they put the pork bacon in there. They make sure they put that pork. Pork is like, it's a staple in breakfast, American breakfast. They put it in the sausages. It's not like they can't make beef sausages clean or anything. They have to put it in there. Anything that you pick up, a hot dog, pork and chicken, beef and pork. Why could it just be pork only? They have to put in there. It's just like it's a flavor tap to put in everything. But anyway, so it make me feel good when I'm working on my diet and stuff. And there are certain health benefits, rather than health ailment, that I don't see in me anymore. The excessive sweating, the excessive breathing, the sleep apnea, all those things had, well, not really with the sleep apnea. It's still there, but not as strong. I get a lot more sleep now. Yeah, my skin clear off. Everything in me, they will clear off. All the oil that black my pores and things like that clear up. Some of you, if you're doing this with step 2, oof, you will glow. Yeah, the pork casing is in. It says beef sausage, pork casing, and is when you read it, and then it said, "Oh, the case is made out of pork." They could have made it out of beef, but they choose to make it out of pork. It's just that's how those people do. Okay. All right. Let me see if we have everything. Any question, beloved? In the meantime, let's just run this. Any question? See, give me a second here. I think I'll receive. Oh, okay. The update list, of course. Any question, beloved? Then we will listen a little bit. Unfortunately, we can't do any Maxim today. I came in very late. I'm not quite sure if this is what you're looking for, beloved. All right, let me see. What do we have here? I don't think we have. Okay, I don't think we have any more question. And let's proceed for another minute or two with the house speaker. In the meantime, let me go check on that little lady if she's ready.
It's math. There's ways to make it work. There's ways to make this a society of prosperity. It just requires intellectual capital, something I'm not sure we're ready to do. So let's do a quick run through. This was just the first 3 months. And I brought these boards back because I saw some things over the weekend where people were just making numbers up. It's not that hard. You can go right to the Treasury's website. You have to own a calculator, spend an hour laying it out, put it in. You know how to work Excel. First 3 months, national debt increased in the first 3 months. And this was important. This is the 2024 number, $834 billion. Okay, if this is the first 3 months and it's 834, now I can hope maybe there'll be magic tax receipts, but multiply that times 4 and you will see what we're projecting. And the part of the punchline is interest continues to grow. And I'm going to show you why some of this is. But in those first 3 months, we spent $288 billion in interest. And that number is going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger because this year, it's right around, and there's a debate on how much, because the Treasury announced that they're going to be financing, rolling some of the debt shorter on the curve. So let's say we had a year where we were going to borrow let's use a simple number, 2.8 trillion new issuances. But you still have about 7.9 trillion that comes due. It's bonds that have been sold in the past. When they come due, particularly if they were bonds sold 3, 4, 5 years ago with very low interest rates, what happens? They're now sold at the newer, higher interest rates. And that's the modeling problem right now. Do you remember one of the first boards I showed you that we expect interest this year to be 1.1 trillion? A lot of that's because the amount of debt, it's coming due. It's coming due. And we stayed very short on the curve instead of what I begged for a few years ago, saying, please go long in the curve. Go long, because that way at least you locked it in. And if we have what's happening right now, because understand, because Congress doesn't want to be in charge, because you have a White House here that makes crap up, and I can prove that on a bunch of the numbers that they published last year, the bond market now runs this country. Hear my words. First time the bond market gets cranky, first time we have an undersubscribed auction, you watch how fast this place comes in and we capitulate. Doesn't have to happen. But because we've abdicated our jobs, we basically made a decision. And this happened actually not that long ago. Go ask some people who were involved in the Clinton administration. Go ask Newt Gingrich. Some of the people are around when the bond market hiccuped and the debt situation then was dramatically better than today. This Congress stood attention and did what they needed to do to make the bond market happy. Because if you have a failed bond auction, you want to see society have a really bad day. So let's walk a little more through some of these.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise this afternoon to explain why the Senate should vote on my amendment to the funding bill and why the Democrat leader is wrong to hold up this process. This is a process that should already be concluded by now. It's simply because he wants to avoid voting on my amendment. My amendment's simple. It would require that the census determine basic population statistics like the number of citizens, non-citizens, and illegal aliens that live in this country, you know, what the census is supposed to do.
You see what this guy is saying? They are coming up with a new bill now. This is what he said. This new bill that he proposed, and the bill is supposed to be for the census to count the number of legal and illegal. Wasn't the function of the census? Is that what that was? Is it, okay? All right. Well, good. Stop playing. Doesn't want to play. Let me see. Now there is like this bill, and they don't want to count us. Remember, for those of you that study black labor, white wealth, the census was originally made to count how many black folks that are there so they can keep a tab on us. It doesn't work like that anymore. It won't work like that. I don't know. My phone don't want to play anything. I'm turning it off. Turn it back in. But nonetheless, in the meantime, let me see if I can get it on YouTube here. Try to get it here on YouTube. All right. There you go. See if I can share this.
And would require that only U.S. citizens be counted in determining the number of House seats and electoral votes that go to each state. That's pretty simple. That's pretty straightforward. That's how most Americans think things should work here in America. Unfortunately, illegal aliens are currently counted for the purposes of determining how many congressional seats and how many electoral votes a given state may obtain. The more illegal aliens, the more non-citizens in your state or your district, the greater your voting power in Congress and the greater your voting power in presidential elections. This means that in a state like California, millions of illegal aliens result in California getting several more congressional seats, several more electoral college votes. This not only destroys the principle of one person, one vote by making some Americans' votes more powerful than others, but it encourages illegal immigration in sanctuary cities as a way to increase political power. Think about that. Over the past 3 years, Americans have seen the devastating consequences of this perverse incentive to bring illegal migrants into this country, to leverage them to build more congressional districts and more electoral votes on the backs of these illegal migrants. Joe Biden has allowed nearly 10 million migrants to come into our country illegally just since he took office 3 years ago. That's significantly more than the entire population of my state. That's more than 13 congressional seats and electoral votes that are wrongly distributed. Several weeks ago,
So this is the fiasco that we have right now. Now we need to count those illegal immigrants. Now we need to do this. Now we need to do that. Wait, what do you mean now? Haven't you guys been doing this? I thought that's what the census was supposed to do. Count everyone. They weren't counting everyone. Once they did the 2020 census, they realized, remember when they are focused on us so bad, they realized that what? There are more of them than us. And then they just break, they say, open the border, bring them in. Bring all of them. Well, except for the Haitians and stuff like that. We don't want them here. They really don't want our people here. Well, except for the Haitians. We don't want them here. But bring everybody else. And now you guys are realizing your population collapse. The so-called dudes, elites out there, they knew that. When they ask Elon Musk once more, hey man, what are the biggest threat humanity is facing or can face? He told you straight up population collapse. Population collapse. They are not saying, well, alien invasion. Or they are saying, well, we are afraid of nuclear war. We're afraid of that. Nah, man, population collapse. But what about those AI robots and androids and clone? Why can't you guys clone people? Clone, clone and stuff. As far as I'm concerned, no, the only thing you people can clone barely are mushrooms. You can't even clone mushrooms. Mushrooms are unclonable. Cloning mushroom is just another word of, it's just a saying, a way of parlance. You can't actually clone anything. They can't. Well, why don't you guys use your cloning technology? Oh, Big Levi, they just made an announcement. This company have this factory. They can give birth to 30,000 baby a year. Even though you can give birth to 1 million baby a year, you could never catch up. Actually give birth to 1 million baby a year doesn't mean all the 1 million can actually survive. Doesn't mean all those 1 million will not only survive and they will work for you. They can't. Talking about cloning technology. We have cloning technology. Oh, the Gentiles. Bill Gates walking around here, we clone and stuff like that. Those people have none of that. They have none of this. Talking about I'm Bill Gates. Bill Gates is going to black the sun. Oh, really? He's going to black the sun. Oh, well, the summer is right down the corner. Yo, it's already, it's not even spring yet. We will reach spring on 19th, March 19th, which will be my new year, because that's when the first of spring and Aries get in the mist. That will be my new year, because I go by the celestial event. So, and the 19th is spring, going to get there. Summer is not here yet. And Bill Gates going to black the sun, and China make their own sun. They're gonna come after us, man. The elite's gonna come for the men of the Lord. Those so-called elites are running away from the men of the Lord. They are running away from our people. People are talking about, they got technology, they will fight, but the Guardian will fight the Mossad. I just laugh, man. I'm like, are you out of your mind, man? You're going to fight a celestial, super advanced, mega advanced civilization with your what? Your F-16, with your helicopters that you barely can keep on the sky? Get out of here, son. Get out of here, Negro. Those people can't do anything. While they are manipulating the weather and stuff, they can't manipulate it, Haitian. A pack of losers. They can't do none of that. But Big Levi, they are targeting the black community. Targeting the black community? We're always being their target. They are listening to you. They are watching you. Yes, we are well aware of that. Big Levi, what do you think will happen to Haiti president wife for his death? I did not want to get into this thing because, of course, beloved, I don't do politics. I'm assuming the sister, well, either you're Haitian or you're familiar with Haiti, or you're familiar with Haitian people. Now, you got Martine, which is the wife of Jovenel Moïse, the former president of Haiti. Well, now I don't know. They just say that she was implicated in the death of the president. Of course, she was one of the main culprit that sold him out, which Sensei, I, and the other brothers, we were not. It didn't move us because we knew exactly what was going on. Because during the funeral, you can see her handshake to the former president, the prime minister, the handshake, the sign. We know those things. We studied them, so we knew the implication and all like that, and things like that. So, and you have a husband. First of all, this is what they don't tell you. The president and Martine, the wife, they broke up years ago. They broke up years ago. Before he became president, they broke up. They weren't together. What happened because of saving face? Because when you to become a president, you need a wife. So the wife would be the first lady. That's the law. So he could not become president without the wife. So he went back to his ex, the woman that they separated and everything and things. They were having huge beef and stuff. He rejoining with him. I mean, he rejoined with her. So she had the same animosity that she had back then. She still hold it. And camera is smiling, holding hand and stuff, just like Trump and Melania, or whatever that woman is, or any president and their wives, just like Bill Clinton and what that woman Hillary Clinton. They weren't truly together. When there's business to taking care of, they hear they photo up. This is my husband Bill, I love him. Hey, this is my wife Hillary, I love him, I love her. Well, it could be him too. It's all fakery and stuff like that. That's what it is. So doing this thing, the people that in the midst, they know they weren't truly together. It was just a show to show the people those are real husband and wife. So they approached her, they made her an offer, and she accepted the offer and deliver unto them him. So now that's why they break the prison, because a lot of them were getting arrested, and certain very powerful people were arrested and they were in prison. So they sent the words, the gang come busting them out. So you got like all the main prison where those guys were, they get out. So now people are singing like birds and people are giving words. People are giving, what's going to happen to her? The same thing that happened to anyone that done things they shouldn't be doing. That's why we told our people, the moment, beloved, especially you men, the moment as a man you were low, you are in the lowest point part of your life. There were low loser around you. You are trying to get with them, or you were with a loser. The moment you reach your high place, you don't go down low and pick up whoever this person here. This is go for both ways, the men and the women. If you left your exes back then when you were struggling, now you become a billionaire, millionaire, you're president. Technically, you have billions of dollars at your disposal. Then you went back to that same, because you want to save face. You went back to that person that I don't know what the hell you were. The issue was you bring this person in the midst of that. Nah, sell you out, man. Sell you out. But everything you see are happening in Haiti. We talk about this. It should happen. It have to happen. Now the same people that they give all those guns are the same people that go and be after them. It must happen. You do know they despise the so-called Haitian. They despise them because they know that Haiti put a huge dent. Haiti like cut off one of their leg when it comes to the blessing. All those planes that they have, they would have enjoyed like to whatever time. But because of what Haiti did, they can't. They can't. So they still hold to a heart in them, pure hatred. They got great indignation for the so-called Haitian. They'll smile in your face and stuff. And of course, Sensei and I and the other guys, we don't refer ourselves as Haitian and stuff. Because truly we are not. You already know what we are. We were sent here for a mission. And then once we met the others, we don't refer to ourselves, hey, we all Haitian and stuff. No. We are I am. We are the son of I am. And we are I am. So be very careful when you're talking to I am. That's why the brothers say, I am the way. He's not talking about him. He's talking about the great I am. When Moses said, well, what would I say your name is? He said, well, tell them I am. I am. And then he said, well, I am says, well, Moses, you said, no, not me. It's not me saying this, but it's the I am. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, well, that's what that is. That's what it meant. A lot of people say, but why don't you flood the flag and things like that? Nah, I don't blame anybody that do, but I don't get involved with that because that's not what I am. Well, I am, but not what I am, for those of you who understand. So what's going to happen to her? The same thing had happened to people that have done things like that. The same thing that happened. And I told the people, don't worry too much, man. A lot of those stuff that you see happen there, it must happen. It has to happen because there is no way for this thing to keep going on the way that they want it to. We are getting closer to the X. We are moving further into Aquarius. Things are getting a hell of a lot more crazier. Suddenly, things will that. Oh, gas is 75 cents a gallon. Mortgages, you live free in your home and free business loan and stuff. It ain't gonna go back like that because it was already like that. So a new system is coming, and it's not gonna be the old people that destroy this system. We gave them a righteous system. The Babylonian system was a righteous system. Daniel brought unto them according to the laws of the Most High. The law, the Babylonian law, are very similar to our laws. That's what Daniel gave unto them so they can rule. And Daniel baptized them and make them unto a lower priesthood. What did they do? They perverted everything. They perverted everything. They flipped everything against us. They flip everything, even though this thing has nothing to do with us, they take this thing, they put it against us. Artificial intelligence, a great help to humanity. What did you people did with it? You make those AI identify people with black skin and then be racist to them. And then now those AI are turning on you. People thinking like, well, AI will be able to perform job low, like cleaning job, low level job. Nah, those AIs are performing writer job, big job, lawyer jobs. Okay, guys that are in those huge positions, they are losing their job like AI. Have you heard of Claude 3? All right. All right, beloved, I will leave you with okay, all right. I will leave you with peace. I gotta go ahead and drop that little lady, okay? Shalom. All right.